Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with the Breaking Bad universe. Okay, maybe that was a bit dramatic. But yes, today I am finally, after, 7 months or so? I don't even know how long it's been, but finally, after so long, I am finally starting Better Call Saul. So, it's been a little while since we finished off Breaking Bad. I thought that I was going to be pretty much reacting to Better Call Saul immediately afterwards, but then a little show called Prison Break came in and sort of overtook Better Call Saul at the last second. So if you haven't seen my Prison Break reactions, though, go watch those because those have been a whole lot of fun. But yeah, it's been a while since we've watched Breaking Bad, and now we are finally starting on Better Call Saul. Nobody voted for this, technically, because I did not, I decided that I was just going to watch this. I didn't put this up to a poll. I just made an executive decision that we were going to watch Better Call Saul after Mr. Robot, and that's exactly what we're doing today. Now, where last we left, I don't think is too consequential, because I do believe that this is a prequel series to Breaking Bad, all about the origins of Saul Goodman. So, yeah, but where last we left Saul in Breaking Bad, he was going on the run, changing his name and basically getting the hell out of Dodge. So yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think I don't know if there's going to be any connection, if maybe this will be all told in flashback or what. But yeah, that's pretty much just that. There's really nothing else to talk about from Breaking Bad before we get into here. But I guess, as some predictions, I mean, Saul came with, Mike and Gus, so maybe we'll get a bit of Mike and Gus in this show. I don't know, maybe Mike at least, because I know he was sort of, I remember he was sort of the PI for Saul Goodman, so yeah, maybe we'll get a bit of Mike in this. I have no idea though. So yeah, because this is the first episode of the season, full length on this episode is available for free. I always trip over my words when I talk about this. But anyway, if you want to watch my full unedited reaction to this episode of Life on Mars, you can for free by heading down in the description or into the pinned comment. That will take you over to my Patreon page, but remember, again, it is free. You can sync up your copy of this episode of Better Call Saul to my footage so that you can watch them in tandem and watch my full unedited reaction to the episode. And if you like that, then maybe you consider signing up for full-length, full-time for only $5 a month. Also, full-length, full-time comes with early access, so you get to watch reactions 1 week before they air on YouTube. But if you don't want to do that, then stick around a few seconds and the normal edited reaction will start up right here on this video. And either way, whether you watch the edited reaction here or you watch the full length over at Patreon, I do always encourage you to watch the discussion that we have afterwards, because that's what I do. I don't have this notebook over here for my health. I have this over here so I can write down notes about the episode, and then I discuss them after we finish watching. So yeah, that is basically it. So let's just go ahead and get started on this episode of Better Call Saul. Here we go.
Address unknown. Not even a trace of you.
It's been a while since I've watched something like Breaking Bad. I love that immediately this feels like Breaking Bad.
When you'd be gone.
Is that Saul? In a mustache?
Oh, how could I be?
You know what? Now that I remember it, did he say he was going to Nebraska at the end of Breaking Bad? Is this in the present day? Okay. I think it is, and he's nervous about being found.
Don't let false allegations bully you into an unfair fight. Hi, I'm Saul Goodman, and I will do the fighting for you. No charge is too big for me. When legal forces have you cornered, better call Saul. I'll get your case dismissed.
He watches old commercials of himself.
Why? I'm Saul Goodman, and I'm here to tell you that they're wrong. It's never too late for justice. Better call.
Oh, God. Better Call Saul. So maybe this is told more as a flashback.
We were all held responsible for what we did when we were 19. I remember it was like...
Is this when he started off?
You with me, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember 19? Let me tell you, the juices are flowing. The red corpuscles are corpuscling. The grass is green.
This is when he got started on his getting that silver tongue going.
I don't know. Call me crazy, but I don't think they deserve to have their bright futures ruined by a momentary, minute, never to be repeated lapse of judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, you're bigger than that.
That was pretty good, honestly. Uh-oh, this guy's going for the TV. This dude hasn't even said anything. This is not going to be good. Man, look at that old thing. TV on a cart. I remember that.
I dare you to stick your wang in the throat hole. I will if you will, loser.
What the hell?
What the hell kind of math is that?
They going to jail, ain't they?
Sausage, when does that matter? They had sex with a head.
Look,
No.
ain't nobody tell you to try all three of them together. One trial, $700.
Okay, that was a rough case. He tried. He really tried. Had me in the first half, not gonna lie. I mean, this is giving some Walter White vibes. He left... Okay, thank God he actually got that. This is giving me some Walter White vibes. Like, life sucks. But what's going to be the turning point for good old James?
$3.
I'm validated. See the stickers?
Wait.
Oh, I see 5 stickers. You're one shy. It's $3.
Hey, wait.
I was in that court back there, saving people's lives, so...
Hey, Mike.
Gee, that's swell. And thank you for restoring my faith in the judicial system.
Oh.
You either pay the $3, or you go back inside and you get an additional sticker.
Son of a bitch.
Nuh.
Fine, you win. Hooray for you.
What the hell is Mike doing at
Backing
a
up. I have
at
to
a
back
poll
up. I
booth?
need more stickers. Don't have enough. You don't need a lawyer. Only guilty people need lawyers. And boom, hey, that's when it all goes south. That's when you want someone in your corner, someone who will fight tooth and nail. Lawyers, you know, we're like health insurance. You hope you never need it, but man, oh man, not having it? No.
Nuh. That's not a bad point.
We proceed.
Craig, I think maybe we should sleep on it.
Oh, God. Sleep on it. He was so close. His heart stopped.
Mr. McGill? Well, run it again. Well, no. It's paid up. Run it again.
Oh! Jesus Christ. I thought he might hit something.
What did you do?
I did.
What did you do to my brother?
What do you...
Where you going? I was trying to get the whole thing on video.
It was an accident.
It was an accident. He didn't mean to.
Okay, yeah, it was an accident.
That's broke. What are you gonna do to make things right?
What if this is a scam?
I don't know.
This is oddly...
$500.
Is this a scam?
Ow, what the hell, man? Listen, Starlight Express, I give you a 9.6 for technique, 0.0 for choice of victim. I'm a lawyer.
No. Where is this? Is this just where he lives? Wow, this is where he works? He has his sign on dot matrix printer paper? Wait, how much was that? Wait. What was that? I didn't even see. Hamlin, and McGill.
Brenda. Until then, no more penny-ante checks designed to make it look like Chuck still works here. He doesn't. He never will again. It's time to do right by him and cash him out.
So these are Chuck's own wishes that you're conveying.
This is what's best for him.
So he personally told you that it's his wish to withdraw from the firm.
It's been nearly a year since he set foot in here. I'm just doing what's in his best interest. So,
And I, for one, believe he's gonna lick this thing. Until then, his office is just as he left it. His secretary's still on payroll. If Chuck can call this an extended sabbatical, then so can we. He's that important to us.
Who the hell is Chuck?
Oh, there you are. Betsy. Right.
Oh. They went to them and not to Jimmy. Alright, well, I'm slightly confused on who the hell Chuck is. I assume they'll tell me. Borrowing this. Whoever you are. And you can have it back now. Where is here? Where is here that requires a lantern that you need to light? Does he live with the Amish? What's happening?
You know I'm going to beat this. You know I'm going to get better.
$700. Yeah, I might as well head down to Skid Row and sell plasma.
You're representing people who have nowhere else to turn. The money is beside the point.
Money is not beside the point. Money is the point.
I'm telling you, have patience. There are no shortcuts. Do good work and the clients
will come. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Oof.
And to God. And the two of you agreed that since, as everybody knows, you're going back to work any day now, that the firm should help you make ends meet.
That's correct, minus the sarcasm.
Hamlin's making you a chump.
I'm going to get better. I'm going to go back to work, and I'm picking up where I left off.
Wait. So I'm not supposed to use my name on Hamlin's say-so? What?
No, he can't use his name.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to create an adversarial situation. I'm sure Howard would gladly pay the cost of new matchbooks and so on. It's simply a matter of professional courtesy.
It's like the Actors Guild. Two actors can't have the same name.
You want to dance, Howard?
Ugh.
Let's dance.
Oh, shit. Now he means business.
How did you find us?
I know. Eerie, right?
Nuh.
Whoa, come on. Give me 30 seconds. Could be the most profitable 30 seconds of your lives.
Yeah. You're not in trouble. He has a plan.
Jimmy'd wait around all summer, and when September finally rolled around, he'd feel that first cold wind come sweeping off Lake Michigan. He knew it was coming. Was it Christmas? Was it Kwanzaa? Better. It was slip and fall season. He'd pick his spot, wait for it to get busy, then he'd walk out on the ice, and boom! He would biff it so hard, people would come running from 5 blocks away. At one good fall, he'd clear 6-8 grand. That'd keep him in old Milwaukee and Maui Wowie right through Labor Day.
8 grand?
8 grand. Your best day ever. How much did you clear?
630.
630 bucks. Is that for one fall?
2.
2 falls in one day.
Jeez.
Even at your age, that's gotta hurt.
True that.
Nuh.
All right, well, I got a job for you. How's 2 grand sound?
2 grand for 1 hit.
1 hit. Betsy Kettleman's her name. Every weekday between 2:25 and 2:50.
What is the plan here?
On her way to pick up her kids at Kit Carson Elementary. Now, you need a place where she's gonna slow down, am I right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Well, there you go. You get in her face, you scare the bejesus out of her.
Oh,
Give
he's
me your
going
phone.
after Betsy.
Now, pop quiz, what's the car?
Mercury Sable Wagon, baby poop brown.
Okay, do you know me?
No.
Damn straight. Go with God.
Okay. Let's see how well this works. I hope this works. I want this to work so bad. The fact that it didn't work the first time against Saul makes me think it's gonna work this time. Alright, come on, boys. You got this. Don't let Jimmy down. Ooh! That was a hell of a hit, too.
Hey! What the?
Funny to run into you, Betsy. I was just, strolling the neighborhood. You're in an accident. Oh, it's...
She just left.
You're following her how?
We got our ways, yo. Okay. New plan. You do know me. I'm your lawyer. You got that? I'll meet you at the school.
No, she's way past the school. She hooked a left and walked the boat. Now she's coming into Holiday Park.
I love these guys hitching a ride like Marty
She's going
McFly.
wherever that is, just hit and run is a felony.
So what?
So what? Some more money.
Yeah, hello.
Since we fell in the honey pot. This is more money. So what do we need him for?
You need a lawyer.
Hey, your leg. Oh, I'm gonna do this one. Okay.
Hey! Hey! Yo! Hold up!
Hey, yeah, Hugh, what is the matter with you? You hit and run.
Ran him over.
Dinero.
See, righteous dinero.
That's the wrong... Look at her windshield, though. Is that the right car? Yeah, that's the right car. They just... Is the wrong person.
Open up in the name of the law. Good afternoon. This...
Whoop! Oh my god! Oh my god! It was Tuco. Oh my god! I was not expecting that. Holy crap, that is a twist. That is a 100% twist. Oh my god, it was Tuco. That is insane. Alright, good job. You got me in the end. Oh my god. I've never been so happy to see Tuco. Oh. Boy, it's been a while. It's been a while. Okay. So, that's the first episode of Better Call Saul. Well, honestly, again, they ain't skipping a beat, are they? They are not skipping a beat. I don't know when this came out. I guess I could look that up real quick. When did this show start? I know it's still going. And I think, like, they're working on the final season. So, I doubt I will be caught up. Alright, it looks like 2015. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, alright, so this started in 2015, which is interesting. So, 6 years ago now. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Ugh. That was really good, I must say. That was really good. And honestly, yeah, it feels like Breaking Bad, you know? I hope, now I know that the upcoming season is the final season. I do hope that, was it Vince Gilligan continue? Is it Vince Gilligan specifically? Yeah, Vince Gilligan. I hope they continue this, I guess, universe. I mean, now it makes sense to go after Breaking Bad what they've done, where, you know, you can do El Camino, because that is, you know, a continuation with Jesse Pinkman. You can do Better Call Saul, because it gives, you know, good character origins for Saul. Doing more, I don't know. Like, there's no character, like, you'd have to make a new character for another show, but I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. I would be all down for that, though. So, okay. So, let's go ahead and jump into the notes for the discussion. The first thing I wrote down is the future. Yes, I do believe I do believe at the beginning here we are seeing Saul Goodman after his time on Breaking Bad. Also, I apologize if you can hear my chair squeaking. It's really annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it except stop moving around. Oh, God, excuse me. So yeah, Saul Goodman in the future, and yeah, when it showed the thing and it's like, oh, this place in Nebraska, I did remember that seemed that was the place that he was going after the end of Breaking Bad was Nebraska. So yeah, so he works at a cinnamon roll shop at a mall in Nebraska and has grown a mustache and gotten glasses, and that's where he is now. Now, I will assume that that's how we're going to be starting the episodes, but I don't know. I don't... See, the thing is, because I know this is a prequel series, specifically about how Jimmy McGill became Saul Goodman, I don't think... at least I wouldn't assume that we were going to get anything in the future, like a future storyline, you know? But I don't know. Maybe we'll get something. Maybe each... episode will start off with just a little increment of a bit of a story in the future, you know? But who knows? But we've got Jimmy McGill's origin as a struggling lawyer, which is very, very interesting, I must say. So yeah, a very interesting first episode. I like he always... I like he always had his silver tongue, you know? Because that was kind of his main weapon in Breaking Bad, you know, when he could go in there and, you know, walk around the DEA or whoever, you know, he goes in, he says the right words, you know, even if nobody in the room believes the words that he's saying, he says it so convincingly. And even here, I think that first case, he did a good job. You know what it is? It's the classic thing of, you know, in order to pull off a lie, you have to believe it, basically. You have to convince yourself that you believe it. Thus, the lie becomes truthful. And I feel like that's definitely Saul when he's talking, you know. That's definitely it when he's going in there. And he honestly did sound great, you know. And, you know, yes, we're sitting here where the most we hear of the trial, the most we see of that trial is start off with what Saul was saying and then immediately cut to the footage and stuff. Whereas, you know, the jury knew the charges, you know, what was happening. They knew the specifics of the case. But Saul comes in there, but then, again, like I said with, you know, when he goes and talks to, the DEA and anyone, it's like, yeah, do you believe any word he says? No, but he says it so confidently, you know? And even after, when, you know, the boys looked at him and he was like, nah, don't worry, don't worry about it. He honestly believes his own lie, basically, and that is brilliant, you know? That is brilliant. He goes in there and he believes his lie. And good on him that he still tries. That's the other thing, too, that in this case where these boys are clearly guilty and there is hard evidence of their crime, basically. There's hard evidence of this. He still goes in there and he puts on 100% confidence to go in there and do his damnedest to win that case. So that is very, very interesting. I just really love that. And yes, you know, the way it's framed for the audience is that the way that it's framed for the audience is that you just hear like, oh, they just made a mistake. Trespassing, oh, well, don't do that again. And then just, again, brilliantly portrayed, brilliant pacing and everything on this. Just, there's no other words. When he sits down and he's done, there are no more words in that trial. The other lawyer just goes over, wheels over that TV, puts in the VHS, and just shows that to the jury. I also love the detail of people in the audience standing up and going over and watching. Like, that was really funny. But yeah, it's like, that's it. And yes, the way that's portrayed to us, you think, oh, it's not that bad, and it turns out to be horrible. They're literally fucking a dead person's head, you know? They're literally skull fucking it, you know? But just the confidence, man. Even if he's wrong, he is confident in what he does, you know? So I love that. That was really great. Cameo by Mike, which was interesting. Just as man in the toll booth, which was a strange cameo. Like, is that just where Mike was? I'm sure Mike, has been, doing his stuff for years. I mean, he said he used to be a cop. And I guess I should point out that, yes, I am going to be watching this and talking about this show with the knowledge that you've already seen Breaking Bad, and I will also go ahead and say that you've watched El Camino. Though I doubt I'll bring up El Camino too often, and probably would never get into spoilers about that, but I will most likely be bringing up a lot of Breaking Bad. So I'm assuming you've already seen it. I'm assuming you're not watching the prequel to Breaking Bad before you watch Breaking Bad, basically. So, yeah. Otherwise, the beginning of the episode is just probably going to be confusing to you. And the entire show. Like, I don't know why you would really get into this show if you haven't seen Breaking Bad in the first place, you know? But I don't know. Maybe it's possible. But anyway, yeah, interesting cameo by Mike. I mean, he said before that, he used to be a cop, and then, one thing led to another until, he was where he was. So it's interesting just having him be at the toll booth, basically. And yeah, you do gotta wonder, it's like, well, what is he doing there? Is he, like, keeping an eye on Saul, or is that just his day job? I don't know, but it was a fun cameo. I'm gonna skip over the skaters real quick and just move on to Chuck. So, interesting stuff. So I assume Chuck is related to Jimmy. I'll probably go back and forth on saying Jimmy or Saul, but we all know who I'm talking about. So yeah, I assume Chuck is the other McGill name in there. So it's Hamlin McGill, and yeah, so basically, okay, so there's a lot you really have to piece together on your own. So from what I can tell, Chuck is... He must have some sort of terminal illness. It honestly does remind me of Walt's cancer in Breaking Bad. But unlike Walt, who basically at a point stopped accepting treatment and, stopped doing chemo and everything, and instead he went hardcore into cooking so that he could have money for his family. But Chuck seems to be beating this. Now, I can only assume that is why, like, there's no electricity and everything. Like, you have to leave all your electronics and stuff in the mailbox, ground yourself, and then go in, and you have to, light a lantern, and then go in and, put all this stuff. Like, for some reason... I don't know why this is. Maybe you guys can fill me in on what this specifically is, unless it's spoilers. Like, if they explain it in the next episode, then don't tell me. But if it's not too much, I don't know if that would be spoilers or not. But I don't know. Maybe decide for yourself if you feel like clarifying this for me. But it seems like that just seems to be a part of how Chuck is going to beat this. Is he's cutting himself off. He's basically going off the grid while still on the grid. Like, he's still living in the grid, the electric grid of civilization, but his little chunk he has put completely off the grid, basically. Which is weird. Very weird. So, presumably, he's been gone from this law firm, and it seems like Saul used to work there, but after Chuck left and everything, and all this stuff is happening, he left to go make it on his own, which is entirely possible, you know? It's entirely possible. Considering they all know Jimmy, it makes sense, you know? So, that could be it. But yeah. And Jimmy wants him to cash out, but he sees that more as it would destroy the firm and put so many people out of jobs. But they're kind of out of money. They are kind of out of money. And it's interesting the way they talk, you know. It's definitely optimism versus realism, where Jimmy is sitting there like, look, I'm taking horrible, horrible cases that are getting me nothing. And he's like, I need something right now for money right now. And Chuck is saying, you gotta have patience, just it's practically like being a starving artist, it's like being a starving lawyer, basically. In time, you rack up your credibility, your reputation, the clients will come to you, so that's very interesting, just sort of the optimism versus the realism. And yeah, it is definitely a struggle. You want to be optimistic about stuff. I definitely get that feeling. I definitely get that feeling, not to go too far into it, but you do have to be sort of pragmatic about it. It's like, if you don't have money, taking on the case of the 19-year-olds that skull-fucked a cadaver, that's not going to help you in anything, So Jimmy has a point. Chuck has a point, but Jimmy, I guess it's more of a, Chuck looks to the future, Jimmy looks to right now, It is the end of the day, so my throat is a bit raspy. Most likely these recordings are going to be these episodes are going to be the last thing I do in the day. So if I ever seem tired or my voice seems a little hoarse or anything, that's why. It's because I've been doing this all day, basically. But that's beside the point, Anyway. But yeah, so that was all interesting. We also got the whole thing of, Jimmy basically can't even use his own name, Hamlin McGill, James McGill. That does sort of create almost a rivalry, basically. So, yeah, I mean, that is pretty rough that he can't even use his own name. That was the name he was born with. But we do know, obviously, that is going to be how he'll eventually transition to going by the name Saul Goodman. So that was very, very interesting. And yeah, it is definitely like, I don't remember if it's the Actors Guild or something, but there's something specific about, and maybe it's just like celebrities. I'm not sure. I think it's actors, but like no two actors can have the same name. Now, I know this is a bad example because this is talking about Michael Jordan, which I guess he's been in Michael Jordan was in Space Jam, wasn't he? I guess that counts as acting, but that's why you have Michael Jordan, the basketball player, and Michael B. Jordan, the actor, because they have to have different names, And sometimes sometimes actors will just take on a completely different name, basically. They'll have their stage name, even if there isn't really going to be anything crazy. If there's nothing wrong with the name that they have, that they were born with, sometimes they do just make a new name to spice it up, I believe David Tennant's name is David McDonald. So he became David Tennant because, like, you don't really hear that, So it's entirely possible. But anyway, yeah, but that's sort of what that reminds me of. And now we'll probably... I'm curious when he will take on the name Saul Goodman, We'll have to see. And then we had everything with the skaters, which was interesting. So yeah, I do like that immediately he figures out that it's a scam, which was interesting. And then he tries to use them to his advantage to lure in Betsy as a client, basically. That was very, very clever. However, what he didn't count on, was a hit and run. He did not count on a hit and run. He did not count on a hit and run, and also the fact that that was not Betsy, that was someone related to Tuco. We don't know who it is, you know? Oh, I wonder if we're going to see Hector at all. Oh, that'd be great. Hector Salamanca. Oh, man, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that was a definite surprise at the end of seeing Tuco, you know, because again, assuming you've seen Breaking Bad, again, I'm pretty sure you've all seen Breaking Bad if you've seen Better Call Saul, but you know, we haven't seen Tuco. I mean, he was killed just at the beginning of season 2. It was like episode 1 or 2 of season 2 where he was killed by Hank. So yeah, I wonder if we're going to see Hank in this show at all. I mean, it's entirely possible. This is based in New Mexico, so there are characters we could see from Breaking Bad at an earlier point, you know? So, and hey, prime example, Tuco. We get to see more of Tuco, and you know what? I'm all in for that, because there's also the thing, you know, you kind of think like, oh, well, that's cool, we get to see Tuco again, but, you know, we saw Tuco, and while he was a very interesting character, he probably wouldn't have made it too far, you know, like, he served his purpose in Breaking Bad, but I'm very curious to see how Tuco interacts with Saul Goodman, you know, or the lawyer soon to be known as Saul Goodman. So yeah. I'm very curious about where we're going with this, and yeah, I guess that's basically it. So, next Friday, we will watch episode 2 of season 1 of Better Call Saul. These are going to go up on Fridays now that this has replaced Mr. Robot. So yeah, and if you haven't seen my Breaking Bad reactions, you can go watch those. And again, because I keep plugging these, this show replaced Mr. Robot, and Prison Break was the show that beat this show for the Tuesday slot. So you can go watch any of those, but the Breaking Bad reactions do make sense. Anyway, that's enough of me plugging myself. I should move on. Although, we move right along to the end. So with all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all my Better Call Saul reactions, which will fill in over time. There's also a playlist for all of my Breaking Bad reactions. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button if you want to go check out any of those, or the links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.